So anyway, we go to the Javits Center,
Yeah.
and then they're going, there's 4 of you. And I said, that's the gag. There's 4 of us, and we're not all tenors. Okay, that's great. Well, can you guys sing something for us? And I go, well, you called us. You've already heard us. Please just sing something. So we sing some stuff. And we're leaving now. And they're like, yes, you're going to be on the show, but we can't tell you for sure. And we go, well, if we're going to book
we got jobs.
road dates. We have jobs. Well, okay, we'll tell you soon. And then soon meant 3 months later.
Right.
But we're leaving. And they said, hey, can you take a microphone and run around to all the acts with us and interview them? And I go,
in character.
In character. No, they don't think, they don't know.
They don't know it's a character.
My wig at the time matched me perfect. And so they're thinking, I'm this guy.
Right.
And in the show, I'm the, I'm the redneck guy.
Are they talking to you like that, like real slow?
I'm talking to them like this, and I'm going, we're having a good time, and let's just hang out and everything's good. And they're going, would you mind, all these people are really nervous. We'll go around and we'll interview them. And I go, sure, no, man, no problem. We never broke character. That was what we did back then.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking around going, how you doing? They're like, who are you? And I'm going, don't worry about it. Just we're going to take a canoe ride with Burt Reynolds after the show.
Right.
Really obscure reference, by the way.
No, so, not around here.
Not around here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Look,
we have the banjos and the whole thing.
No, seriously, it's my sister grandmother. Yeah. So
making friends.
So now I'm leaving, and they find out my background is opera, and they're thinking this guy like, I did opera for years. Love me some opera, and
they're thinking you mean Oprah.
Oprah,
yeah. Like you watched
okra. Love me some okra, and I my background was I went to Juilliard and I did all that and sung at the Met and everything, and I lived in New York City for about 17 years.
Right.
And they said, so what are you doing now? The little camera crew, the road crew, and I go, what do you mean? Now I'm not talking and they're getting
the character.
They're getting that dog look on me now. I go, what do you mean? They go, well, where are you going? And I go, well, I used to live here. I'm going to go have some dinner with some friends and hang out. I got a show out of state tomorrow, so not much. And, well, can we follow you with our cameras? And I went, what? Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, right.
And they go, well, no, we think it'd be really interesting. And I went, wait a minute. And I lift my wig. I go, this ain't me, right?
Right.
And they just stared at me and they went, Oh, yeah. We knew. Yeah, but it would be really cool. Could you guys stay in character and us go down to Times Square? They filmed us for 3 hours in Times Square.
Yeah. Did they show much of it? Or?
Not a lot of it. They showed a little of it because once we got on the show and everything, I don't want to really get into it because it's already burned me several times because I've been the truth teller. They give you... like all those shows, you would know this. They give you a contract that's about that big.
Right.
If you get into the final, at the time, if you get into the final 25.
Right.
And they were basically, you're going to get into the final 25. And so we had to...
but a lot of people don't want to make it that far. I have friends that go on
they want to
and
get
they
the exposure
purposely want to get off the show.
Well, they'll do that for you. If you don't, I just, again, being honest in showbiz, I can tell this story about the honest part, right?
It's been long enough. Statute of limitations has run out.
Yeah, well, it's been 7 years, 6 years. But also, no, it's not about, I'm talking about signing it as our names.
Oh, right.
We signed it at the time. It was me, a guy named John Wilkerson, and a guy named Alex Mumpus. And I signed them. But the company, Three Redneck Tenors, had it was me and another partner,
right? And
I didn't have the right just to sign Redneck Tenors, but they didn't ask for that. They asked us to sign individuals.
I see.
So we are now into the top 25. The
right.
next cut down is down to the top 10, and I felt dishonest about that because it was becoming clear to me because we were doing everything. We were the man on the street in Vegas. They were really promoting us, which was awesome, and they were great. And now I'm feeling, I was thinking about it, and I go, they think they're going to own Redneck Tenors.
Right.
And I felt disingenuous. I didn't mean it to be that way, and I didn't think about it until it moved later, and they're getting more and more into, just like when you win American Idol.
Yeah, right.
They own you for 7 years, 5, 6, whatever it is. They get to do whatever they want with you.
And basically work you like crazy.
Like crazy, and I think if you get into top 5 or something.
Yeah, because I view those shows as commercials for the person that wins. because they build up the following over all those weeks, and they've got the advertised. Not only that, but people were paying then, I don't know if it still is, to vote. Like you had to do the little thing.
Absolutely.
You're paying to vote. You're paying to watch a commercial for the people that
that win that you rarely hear from ever again.
It's kind of crazy if you think about how the business side of how that actually.
It's a reality show that they don't have to pay any of the talent for.
Yeah,
I mean that's really what it is, and I do want to be on it again. So anyway, I felt disingenuous at the time. None of these producers are with the show anymore. Anyway, and so I wrote them a letter and said, "Look, it's Matthew Lord. We have signed the contract, and they vetted us because they had some issues with people on other shows that are getting close to winning, and they're like, oh, you spent 14 years in jail for dogfighting.
Oh, yeah, I remember
because Michael Vick was a juggler first.
Oh, really? Wasn't
Absolutely.
It?
Well, he juggled puppies.
And a mime,
puppies. Yeah, it was great. And they fought.
I'm in a doghouse.
So anyway, so I wrote him a letter, and I said, look, yes, you own the rights to me, John, and Alex, and absolutely true and everything. But technically, you don't own the rights to 3 Redneck Tenors, and I think you're thinking you do.
Right.
I would be more than happy to partner with you on anyway, and absolutely like a 10%, 90%. You're NBC, or Fremantle, whatever. But I don't have the right to give you the show. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We were off that show like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our exit was, we walk out and Piers goes, you sing better than anybody we've heard. And you're funnier than anybody on the show. And so we're not going to move you on. And so I said, you can go on YouTube and see it. And so I said, we're staying in character. Because that drove him crazy too. Piers goes, will you please stop doing the character? And I went, will you? And he went, okay. And because they were asking us questions like, if you win the $1 million, what are you going to do?
Right.
And
they expected like crazy.
Well, first off, it's over 7 years, or you get it, and it's it's not really $1 million, and it's at them. And I go, really? You mean like the $1,000? This is on air, and they go, no, okay. I'll go, okay, man, I'll play along. Yeah, we're going to throw out in front of the trailer and roll around it. We're very excited to be here.
It's been funny. And then, actually, I'm going to pay off my student loans from my time at Juilliard. And
and then I turned out, every time we'd be talking, I would go, Kit, get me out of here right away. And David, he didn't know. He was in a Wendy's drive-thru,
I saw those videos.
So, it was awesome. That was the time.
Do we have that clip?
Happened.
Do we have that?
Yeah.
We don't. Okay, we don't have that clip.
Yeah, really? No. Let's go to the clip.
Let's not.
Oh, okay.
No, we got a lot of things going on.
But anyway, and I asked him like 4 times till he finally blew up. He goes, I just don't think, because I kept going, wait a minute, let me get this correct. We sing better than everybody, we're funnier than everybody, and you're not going to move us on. Yes, that's right. Okay, and then they start to go, hang on. Let me just wrap my mind around it. I'm just a poor old redneck. We sing better. And he'd go, yes, that's it. And I go, and then he'd start to talk, but it's really good. No, hang on. I got to do it one more time. Finally, he stands up and he goes, I just don't think America will like you.
This British guy says.
The British guy.
Yeah.
And he goes to me, but we would like to invite you back for next year. And the last thing you see us do was I just went, yeah, like that's going to happen. And we just basically walked off the set. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of good experiences about it because I work on ships a lot and I run into other entertainers. And the problem that they always say is if we go on there, we have careers. The people that I work with, we have careers, we have gigs. The contract is so limiting. The money isn't what you think it's going to be, especially when you read the contract and how they own you, like you're saying. And they
could have recast us. I mean, that's the thing. They could have said, we love Redneck Tenors. We got 3 really young, hot guys that we're going to track in the studio.
See, something like that actually happened to me. And not to get into too much detail.
Young, hot guys?
I had 3, yeah. They were all tenors.
Awesome. Like they anyways. Are. Yeah.
No, I got asked to be on the show. And I said, which of my acts do you want me to do? And I sent them all the links. We've seen your YouTube. We like your character. Because they knew it was a character. Because on my YouTube videos, I do a redneck character. I do this character. I do a mentalism.
You just showed it, by the way. Spot on.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Scarily spot on.
Yeah, well.
I'm almost
go to the video
you're acting
and
now.
watch that. Yeah. You never know what's an actor. You can tell when I'm acting. My lips move. But anyways. So I said, which of the characters? Oh, no. We like your look. We think you'll appeal to a certain demographic. And these are the routines we'd like you to do. These are the acts that we'd like you to learn.
But they were your acts.
No, they weren't my acts. no.
Oh, they were giving
Could
you an
you
automatic.
could you do something in this style? Could you learn this? Could you learn that? Could you do an underwater? I'm like, that's not what I do. I do stand up. I do small magic as part of the stand up show. You've seen the show, and they said, well, no, we want something.
It's fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I didn't know if you were.
No,
I was
I'll take
giving
that.
it to you. Yeah.
So took you long enough.
Yeah.
So anyways, so they said, we like your look, but we need something like this act. And they sent me all of these links. And
So
and
let me
said,
get it clear. Real quick.
I don't want to get into all the
Can I
detail.
get this clear for the audience?
Sure.
All of the acts they're sending you are not all of the acts you do. They are someone else's
None of them
act.
were my acts.
Okay.
None of them were even. They saw me, I do a comedy straitjacket, and they said, well, we want something more exciting, underwater straitjacket. Here's a link. Look at this. Could you do this? And that sort of thing. And to be fair, I don't know if it was America's Got Talent or the agency that was trying to get me on America's Got Talent.
Well, it's
you know
also,
how it works.
Well,
like they have casting
America's Got
agents.
Talent is NBC produces it.
Right.
And then Fremantle is the production company that owns it. And then there's like 50 minion producers and
Agencies or
agencies
whatever.
that go out and search and bring them acts and do all of that.
And so we were all about it. Like I actually put together a really good act that was my own.
Did you go underwater?
I did not go underwater. I did the opposite. I did a flying. I was going to do a flying act, an aerial act, as a magician, kind of as a goof, where I was going to find somebody's card in the most outrageous way ever. I'd rip off my tuxedo, and I would have this leotard thing on and climb the silks and be producing cards and trying to find their card and looking like I was falling. And at the end, I would do a tumble, and their card would be sticking out of my mouth. So this was the whole thing. And it went great. We shot some test video. They were really into it. They got a hold of me and said, well, now can you find us some of these type of acts? And they sent me these videos of these horrible.
Can you find them other acts or you to do the other acts?
No, they wanted to cast me or hire me or
Yeah.
whatever. And they said, well, can you find acts like these? And they sent me links from like Ukraine's Got Talent and these other. We want something like.
Does Ukraine really have talent?
They do, actually.
They? Yeah.
It's pretty amazing,
Yeah.
actually. But they sent me the links, and we want these. And the ones they sent me, and you'll know what I'm talking about, were the ones that are the laughable one, that they're not going to make it. You know what I mean?
We got beat by Boy Shakira.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Boy
who that
Shakira.
was.
And everybody's like, and that's when they explained to me after this producer that became a friend of mine, so you'll know this, that they let several acts that aren't even acts. Do you know what I mean? They're people that sat in their living room and liked to dress in drag. That's what Boy Shakira did. And he was quite overweight and wore the outfit and ran around.
I remember.
And he moved into the top 10.
Yeah.
But they explained to us that more people will watch someone they hate, hoping they get voted off, than someone they like
Yes.
to move on.
No, I totally know why. I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
So they
that's
wanted
how
you to
that
do
country-
like the Boy Shakira?
They want me to do it. They wanted me to find people. They said, is there anyone in Branson that can do this? And it was a man dressed as a butterfly singing opera. And it was horrible. You know, his
can do that,
wings
by the
would
way.
come out.
I
I've
can do
seen
that.
you do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the weirdest showers.
I know.
So anyways, and long story short, I hurt myself and couldn't do it. I had an accident and had to back out literally the week that they called me and said, hey, we need you here next week. And I had an accident. There was no way I was going to climb these things. I ruptured 3 discs in my back.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I pulled out. Then the next year they wanted me to do it. And by this time, my friends said, don't do it. And I heard the stories on cruise ships of talent going on there. And they said the only thing it did for us was that other people around the country started doing our bits. Like they stole our characters. You know, it didn't help us. We had a career on cruise ships and we were doing corporate gigs and so on.
Like the quick change people. And
yeah,
stuff
and
like
they
that.
said now everybody's doing our act. You know, they would see the acts on YouTube.
Yeah, we didn't.
So they went on.
We were a trio of singers that you either like our singing or not, and the comedy was specific to the gag.
Right.
So it's not. I mean, anybody could steal it if they want, but you're still going to have to put the right talent.
Well, yours is
together and
character
stuff.
driven, kind of like I think mine
absolutely.
is.
Yeah.
Like you can steal my routines, which someone does all the time, and he knows
Carlos
who he is.
Mencia.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, the magic,
Sorry.
the magic routines.
So I just always that's my card.
Yeah,
too.
just
If you
go right
Stole
there.
that
Yeah.
Carlos Mencia.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But you can steal the routines, but it's about the character. With
Yeah,
that.
no.
You know, it builds over time.
Well, it's
my
also
whole
like
show.
comedy. You're either funny or you're not funny.